I am so excited. Listen, I see you on TikTok, and I just was like, they say closed mouth don't get fed. Let me just go ahead and make this happen right now.
I'm
But
so glad.
thank you so much for agreeing to just close out Women's History Month. No matter what, it's still your history because you're doing your thing. So
Oh,
let's just start with Angela Robinson. She is listen, if you see her TikTok, she goes down. Don't put me in a box. She is an entrepreneur. She's a mother. What is she? A philanthropist. I mean, we could go down the list. Actress. Come on, going down the list. So this is who she is. But most people know her right now. Everybody's like, oh man, she's the ice queen from Tyler Perry's The Have and Have Nots. But thank you so much for being here. Give me a couple more of the titles because I don't want to mess it up because you had a whole long list.
well, we do a lot of things, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm definitely an actor. Most people know that, but they don't know I'm a writer. They don't know probably that I produce shows. Probably don't know that I am definitely a philanthropist, entrepreneur. My husband and I run an artist consulting firm, and we teach actors. I'm a teacher, so I teach actors. So yeah, a lot of things.
You do a lot of things. So I'm going to start with the beginning. When you were growing up, and they said, what did you want to be when you grow up? What did you want to be, and are you doing that right now?
Well, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a teacher. So yes, I'm doing that.
Amazing. A teacher?
Yes, I
What
wanted to be a teacher. I definitely wanted to be an actor, but I didn't know anyone who had left my community and become an actor. So I didn't think that was something that was possible. So my next thing that I wanted to be was a teacher.
A teacher. So no one so you're from Jacksonville, right?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida, and there's nobody from Jacksonville, Florida that made it.
Well, now, yes, but when I'm old,
you, of
I'm
course,
old.
you.
So
You, but anybody else, you know how we have to say we go down our line, we can go I don't know, Will Smith. No, just kidding.
yeah.
So,
Back in the day, there was one gentleman who had left home and started dancing with the Alvin Ailey Company, and he was like my inspiration. And he's still a very dear friend of mine. So he was somebody that I looked to say, oh, I could maybe do this. But no, there wasn't really a whole lot of people when I was coming up that was saying, I'm gonna go be an actor. No.
But you say you wanted to be a teacher. You went to school, but how did you? Since this is what you want to do, you went to school. You have a BA, right? So you went
BS.
to school. You say I'm going to school. I'm going to get my degree. But how did you get from going to school to actually making it in acting?
Well, definitely good professors. So when I was in college, FAMU, Florida A&M University, go Rattling. When I, when I was in college, I still did plays. I still did musicals in college. And so the director and the head of the department saw something in me and just really always encouraged that, always spoke to that. That's why I try to do it for others, because it changed my life. He saw something and he just said, you know what, you have potential. You should consider doing this. And I had that in the back of my head all the way through college, even though my parents wouldn't let me change my major to get a degree in theater. I still had it in the back of my head that Dr. Davis said that I had potential, and he said I could do this. And so his words spoke life into my dream.
Everybody, once again, you do speak life. When you're on TikTok, you use it for the power of uplifting everybody every day. And it's just like, wow. And then when you watch the character, we know you're not the character, but then when they see the character, then see every day you're uplifting somebody, giving them some type of advice on acting, on how to make it, on entrepreneurship. So you're speaking life into everybody else. You're definitely paying it forward. So what was your first big break in the acting? So what was the first thing you did?
Wow. Okay. So, what was the first thing? So my first professional job was
Mhm.
in Jacksonville, and I had just finished doing a pageant, and the guy that was helping me with the pageant said, "You should go and audition for the Alhambra Dinner Theater." It was a dinner theater in Jacksonville. It was the only professional theater, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm scared to do that." And he said, "No, you should do it," and I got hired. So
Ooh. So
yeah,
so with acting, do you do or like you a triple threat? Can you sing and dance? Is that all? Do you do all of that?
I did back then. I don't do it now.
No, 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 no. What you mean? You're not gonna bust out a song for us right now?
No, I still sing. I do still sing, but I don't dance anymore. I was a dancer first. Before I was singing or acting, I was a dancer.
What? So you're not
Mhm.
gonna do a dance on TikTok? You know, dancing is a thing right now.
Girl, you know what? You know what? When I see those dances, though, I want to do them so bad, but I was like, I am not going to embarrass
Come on,
myself.
we can do it. You get one right. You pick a song, you do a dance. I'll learn the dance, and we'll do like a whole challenge. You
Yeah,
ready?
we can do like a split screen thing.
Yes,
We
let's
can
do.
do
I
it.
love dancing. I mean, I never got the chance to dance, but it was my overall what I wanted to do. But I never, I did it. I played around with it. But so
Yeah.
let's do it. Yes, we're gonna do
Yeah,
it.
I love it, but no, I just, I like to turn it up, when I go out, but I don't know about TikTok dances.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Look, everybody, you got to check it out because we're going to do it. We're going to get it. I mean, you're a dancer. You're a dancer first. It's always in there. It's always that love inside.
I was a dancer first. Yep.
Oh, my goodness. What did you dance in? What was one of the things you danced? Was it classical? Was it hip hop? Can you do some hip hop?
M- um, Mainly modern. It was mainly modern. Uh,
Okay.
I studied dance, took many classes. But you know what happened? You know what got me out of talking about I'm a dancer? I moved to New York and I went to one dance audition and I left going, nah, I ain't no dancer.
Oh, my goodness. No,
Because,
no.
I mean, the dolls they were turning it. And so I then started calling myself more of a mover instead of a dancer. So, but I came up dancing, modern dancing. Yeah.
Modern dancing, see? So
Hmm.
so when you go to the theater, a lot of people you don't know she's not just an actor in TV and films, you actually do Broadway, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So you were in The Color Purple
Yeah.
and it was another one. What was the other one you were in?
Um, well, I was in 4 Broadway shows, but I've done theater for my entire career. So, but on Broadway was The Color Purple, Play On, Wonderful Town, Bells Are Ringing. But I've done Dreamgirls and all kinds of,
Well, what did you play in Dreamgirls? What part did you what part did you have?
you guess.
I want to say Effie, of course. I was like,
I don't have that kind of voice.
oh, you could, you probably do. You're just being modest right now.
No, I played Dina.
Oh, you play Dina?
Hmm.
What? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
many
are you
times.
trying to see? Look, now this will be a conspiracy theory. Are you trying to say Dina's voice isn't as strong as Effie's? Are you trying to say that like the rest of the people in the world?
Like the play, right? No,
Like the
it's just as strong, but it's just strong in a different way. Yeah, it's not
exactly.
so in your face.
Yes, hers is like she's got this power behind it. But I'm like, all right, everybody can sing. If you can sing, you can sing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I guess everybody makes it long as you do it. So you play Dina. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
shit. So that means when the movie came out, were you singing all the songs? Like I got this song, I could do this song.
Definitely. I did Dream Girls 3 times in my career. So I've done tours. I did it at several theaters. So, and when the movie came out, I was really just kind of a few things. I was glad they added that song "Listen" for Dina for Beyonce because I always felt like Dina needed a song. She
She
didn't.
needs that power song.
Yeah, and in the musical, the original musical, she didn't have that. So it really sort of played into that sort of Dina can't sing, but when the movie gave Dina that power song, it was like, oh, it's a different voice, but it's a voice, so yeah, I sang all the songs, and I was also happy for the world to see Dreamgirls, because it was like huge to me. Dreamgirls is probably my favorite show that I've ever done, and I've done a lot of amazing shows, but it's my favorite because my husband proposed to me opening night of Dreamgirls on stage. So that's why it's like my number one.
I bet it is. Oh my gosh. Like, what did he do? Oh my gosh, now you gotta tell me all this. Because in my heart, I'm all romantical.
It was very romantic and very sweet, and I will never forget it. But I don't know if you know the finale of Dreamgirls, all the women are in white. Mm-hmm. So we're at the end, and we just finished our bow, and the curtain didn't go down. And I was like, oh, what's happening? Then my husband walks on stage with a microphone, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because the audience, there's like 900 people in the audience, and I'm trying to figure out why he's walking on stage with a microphone. And he got down on one knee and he said, when I first saw you, I said, oh my, that's a dream.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm about to melt over here. I'm seriously about to melt over here. So here, teardrops in my eyes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. I've been married a long time. So, but yeah, it was.
But you've been married a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is so amazing. And you had no clue whatsoever. Because you know how some guys don't know how to keep a secret. They be dropping those hints and stuff like.
I know. No, I had no clue. Like I knew, I knew we were gonna get married. We had discussed it. But, I was like, well, until you proposed to me, this is just a discussion.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So, but no, he told one of my best friends was in the show, and he told her, and he said, don't say anything. So yeah, she didn't say anything.
Go ahead, friend. Because how many friends out there probably would have been blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, are you thinking of anything? Maybe you should do it this. Some people be dropping hints.
Mm-hmm. No,
I could keep a secret though.
You're a secret keeper.
I'm a secret keeper. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a secret keeper. So
me too.
That's one of your favorite ones. And if you had to pick, which I know you probably won't want to pick, if you had to pick one of your favorite things to do between Broadway, TV, film, and what is the other one? Broadway, TV, film, and teaching. What is your favorite?
All of it.
I knew. Look, this is my friend now, and I already knew. I was like, she's not going to pick one.
All of it. I love
all of it. All of it. So here you are doing theater on Broadway. You come from Jacksonville, Florida. You moved to New York, and most people, they want to go on Broadway, and that's hard to get to. So that means you're definitely rocking with some talent. Then how did you get discovered in general for television after that?
It was theater. I was in Atlanta. I was there doing a musical that I love too, called Into the Woods. It had been like a dream role for me. And a friend of mine was offered the part. She couldn't do it, and she referred me. And so I went to Atlanta to do this musical. It was hard. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. Stephen Sondheim, rest in peace. The hardest thing I've ever done. And one night, the casting director and one of the producers from Tyler Perry Studios was in the audience. And they asked me to come and audition for Meet the Browns. And so I was like so excited. I got to audition for Meet the Browns, and I did not get it. And so, I was disappointed. I thought that was my shot. That was my break. And I blew it. I didn't get it, So I came back home to New York, and a year and a half later, they remembered something, and they called and asked me to audition for Veronica.
It's funny you said they remember something. Now, based off of the character I see now, based off of who I see now, I would not put the two of you together as one. Like, you know what I mean? What could they have possibly seen in you? Was it something in the character you played while in the play? Something
Yeah.
there? What was that? What was in it?
Well,
Was something
I
in there?
was playing the witch in the play.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just saying because character-wise, I'm like, I wouldn't like, hey, I remember that wonderful, beautiful spirit. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I saw her play that witch.
But also, you know, as an actor,
Mhm.
you don't have to see the person play a similar role. You just have to you just have to see them do their work in a way that you know they can act. And so
Got it.
then you say, oh, you know what? I would like to see her try this, or I would like to see him try that. Because if you had to really play a similar role, you'll end up playing the same types of roles all the time. So once you discover a person um, has the craft and they can do the work, then you hopefully you will remember them. Like I'll remember you as a host, and you know um, you might not be the kind of host you would be on The View or somewhere else, but still I can see your quality as a great host, and I'll remember that.
Got it. Got it. So is that why? So you don't get typecast. Veronica Harrington was a powerful, I mean, character that you cannot like. I don't care what it is, you won't put it out your head. It's like you might even be thinking about it when you're talking to somebody. Listen, I'm a Veronica Harrington. You know, I'm just playing. You know, that's one of those things.
Yeah.
So is that why you don't want to be put into a box? Because when I saw the list, I was like, I wonder is that why you don't want to be put into a box? Because people might always give you the villain. Is that it?
Yeah, that's true too. I don't want to be put in a box, period. Like I don't want to just be a theater actor. I don't want to just be I want to do it all. But definitely you don't want to be, um, oh, thank you. Thank you guys. Definitely you don't want to be put in a box with the character because you can't repeat Veronica. Like you can't go to another show and
Mm-mm.
play. There's no repeating it. One, it's Tyler's writing. Two, you know, I'm blessed and I'm happy to have been able to bring her to life, but it took a village. Like, and the beginning of that was Tyler and the way he saw her and the way he wrote her. And you just can't repeat that. So I wouldn't. I've had some offers to go play villains in other shows and things, and I've had to pass because um, I don't think you can recreate that character. I just love her, and I want to let her, you know, let her be it. But no, I don't want to. I mean, I can play another villain in a different way. Like if there's a different way, a different spin on it, I would
Like
love
a
that.
superhero
But
villain.
just, what'd you say?
Because they're like a superhero villain, like in a superhero movie, and you play a
Yeah,
villain like that.
absolutely. Or even a lawyer, but just different. Not, I mean, it would just have to be a different way. But just to say, I'm going to take Veronica and put her on a different show and call her Sandy. Eh,
Is that no?
not without Tyler.
Not with Tyler. I mean, when you look at some of those things Veronica said, they were like they cut you like I mean, as I'm watching, I was seriously like not liking you at the moment. I like you. I like Angela Robinson, but at that moment, I just could not believe. I promise you, I couldn't believe some of the stuff I was saying. Like, really, did he write something like this? It was cruel. It was some cruel stuff.
I
So
know.
with that, you know how energy. I saw you with Erica Campbell from Mary Mary said you're nothing like that. So with energy, and we talk about the energy, you had to really embody that character. How did you not take any of that in to bring that out?
Um, hmm. Well, one, I don't think I would still be married if I bought it home, if I bought her home.
Oh
But
no,
I think that definitely I'm not like her in the things that she does, but I think that the reason we could play characters is that there's something in us, the essence that we do have. So it's not like her person, like I'm not burning down houses and cussing people out and all of that, but there's an essence that's there. And so once you take that essence, you can take it anywhere. So if someone is really comical, um, they're not doing the same show over and over again, but they take that essence of being funny to the next show. And you see it's a totally different character, but that essence of being funny is still there. So I think that to say, oh, I'm nothing like her is probably not completely correct, because there's an essence that we share that I hope I brought to the character that is about authority and fashion and the love of
confidence,
language and that kind of
confidence.
thing. Say
I
again?
think confidence. Like
And
her
confidence.
confidence was through the roof. Like
Yeah,
it was like
she has
confidence
a
on.
lot more confidence than me. But yeah, but yes, absolutely. So, I think I just tried to take who I was and then imagine this person. And I thought about all that she had been through, and also I knew someone that was very similar. I will never say who, but I knew someone that was very similar that I was able to pull from. Every time I was able to watch her, and I was able to say, oh, this is who Veronica is.
There's a human being like that? Oh my gosh, could you? I mean, do they want to
Girl,
throw darts at her? Somebody wants to kill her. I'm serious. Another human being like that? I mean,
yep.
wow. I can't imagine. Do you think? Well, no, I was going to say, do you think there's one person that liked her? But I think in general, there was one person that liked Veronica. David loved Veronica. So I don't feel like it felt like at one point, until she thought he was cheating, there was nothing you could have done wrong. In general, do you believe that?
Yep. I mean, honestly, I that was probably the most disappointing thing for me, that we didn't get together, because I really, really wanted that. Angela wanted that. Um, I lost track of what Veronica wanted, but I wanted that.
Veronica wanted it too. I mean, I'm not there, but if us as on the outside, right? We write our own lines in it, so we're sitting there like, I know he loved. Like it's like the love was so real, and me as a single person, single on a Saturday night, single all day. We want, not looking because I'm in waiting, but we're waiting for a love that someone loves you in spite of all that meanness,
Mhm. Yeah, I love Peter Peros, who's my very good friend, and I love Gavin Houston, who played Jeffrey, who's my very good friend. So I think the thing that I wanted most was for us to, come together and heal and forgive each other and all of that. But I'm not sure that's what Veronica would do, but it's what Angela wanted.
Veronica wanted it. It just was no coming back. I believe it just was no coming back after that. Someone inboxed me a question, and I want to make sure I get to the question. The question was, did you die or your assistant, and how do you feel about the ending?
Uh, it was last year, right? So it's been a minute. Um, I was emotionally tied to how it felt to end a show that I had been doing for 8 years, with my family that I had been working with for 8 years. and a character that I had created and fallen in love with for 8 years. I wasn't so much connected to, oh, this is how it's going to end, or am I dead or am I not dead? It was just too much other stuff going on that was so emotional and so beautiful that I don't even taint it with thinking about it's over. So it doesn't make sense for us to go figure out how it ended, if it ended well, if it didn't. It's, it's done now. So
Okay, so out there that was Rockstar P, you asked that question. I mean, I was just surprised, and this is a gentleman asking me this question. I was like, okay, look at the gentleman. Did she die, or was it a sister? I'm like, okay.
And a lot of people, a lot of people were unhappy with the ending, and I understand that. I can understand it. You never know why things happen the way they do.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna blow up the whole thing. That's all I'm saying. We're just blowing up the whole thing, so there's no coming back. With just like with you got power to just keep going, and sometimes in our heart we thinking just like power keeps going and the game comes back, maybe the have and the have-nots can come back, But if everybody's blown up and everybody's gone, it's hard to hard to bring it back.
It's TV. You never know. With TV.
You're right, it is TV. We've seen people come back from they were in a bunker down in the sewer, and it really wasn't. Or that person was a stunt double and no one ever knew it.
Yeah, I mean, but the good thing is, my castmates are everybody's living great lives. Everyone is doing great things. My castmate Aaron, who plays Wyatt, just announced yesterday that he and his wife are expecting. Chica's doing great. Crystal Fox is doing great. Renee Lawless just got an award. So we're great. Life is wonderful, and we had an amazing time together, and so we'll be connected forever. And the rest you just can't, you can't dwell on, you can't worry about, and you certainly can't predict. Who knows?
Who knows? Listen, I like the way you're saying that. You're saying that very optimistically, where if you walk away from here, you'd be thinking, one day, you never know. Hey. So we went through COVID, right? We all went through the lockdown, quarantine. What are some things that you did to stay active? I know TikTok. What are some things you did to stay active in the acting world, the creative world? What did you do?
Yeah, that was a crazy time, right? It was crazy. It was one of the most creative times though that I've had in a long time. Thank you, Ronnie Boo. We miss you too. But I started my YouTube channel, Art and Spirit. If you have not subscribed, go and subscribe, Art and Spirit. And that's when I started my show, Artist Talk. And so every week I have a guest, and every week we talk about, how we delve into our art, how we're spiritually connected to creativity, some of the things, our journey, things that we've been through. And it's hard for me to believe, it really is hard for me to believe that it's been 2 years, over 80 guests, and some wonderful guests. And so that's what I started during the shutdown, and we're still going. So yeah, the shutdown gave me some great time with my family. In June, in May, my mom passed away, and so I had that year with her. That I wasn't working and I wasn't running around, and she lived with me. So I had that time to just be with her every day. So it was the situation wasn't a gift. The situation was hard. A whole lot of suffering. I lost friends. But the time was a gift, the time that I had.
The time was a gift. I tell everybody it was no time like that moment, like the moment when it shut down. And even though as an entrepreneur, because I don't work for anybody else, I'm an entrepreneur. So at that moment, all right, cool, my clients are gone. But I felt so much freer at that moment. My clients are gone. That means my responsibilities are gone too. That means it's time to take on a new skill, talent, take classes and courses and things like that. What are some things that did you take on any courses? Well, I know you were teaching. Were you able to teach your classes online, some acting classes online for people?
Yeah, I was. We were able to do some coaching online, and it went virtual in a way that it never would have before. So that was good. Definitely did teaching online. I did a lot of, because I do a lot of speeches, and I was traveling a lot doing speeches for different organizations, different programs. I ended up doing so many virtually, and that was to not have to still have on my bedroom shoes.
Yes.
And just, have my hair and makeup done and do my speech and go to bed. It was amazing. I mean, it's the commute sometimes that we have to do that makes things hard. It's not the actual thing, but getting there and setting up and getting back. And to not have to do any of that, it was great.
I
I
agree.
did a lot of cooking. My
Okay.
butt is evident that I did a lot of cooking.
Oh, what happened? Hubby said I'm gonna put on this. I'm gonna put on this COVID-15 for you, boo. I got this COVID-15 for you.
Baby, we put it on. You hear me? I was in the gym today. I'm still trying to work out this COVID-20. But
She said 20. I'm gonna got 5 more 20. Listen, me
shoot.
too.
It was fun. But it's hard to get it off.
It is so hard. Prior to COVID, I had been on a diet and weight loss journey, where not necessarily a diet, but I lost 50 pounds and put it exactly back on during that time. Like it said, here you go.
Yeah.
You
Hello,
can
I
have
missed you. Yeah.
Yeah, like look here, I've been gone too long. May I come back to you? And I'm like, I don't want you, but no, it's here.
Yeah. So that's one thing. I don't know how. I'm like, I don't know how this happened. And my husband's like, you know how it happened. We had late night popcorn. We we had late night. I mean, we were living our best lives. You hear me? But so like I said, it was a lot of fun. But this part, getting it to go away is not as fun. But we know how to do the work. We putting in the work.
Mm,
You
mm,
know.
I'm trying. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I'm not. I haven't gotten it all right yet, but I'm trying to get focused again and keeping the mindset straight, but
Yeah.
not there yet. So
That takes so much time. It takes, I don't know. This thing affected us in so many ways, and that if that's,
do you see that? I mean, I keep telling people I am not the same. I feel like it has changed me tremendously. Like some days I'm like, I don't know why I can't focus. I don't know. I'm like a go-getter. Sometimes I don't even want to go out. I want to go out.
I know. I don't either. I'm with you. I don't either. There's somebody on TikTok, and I wish I knew her name because I really like her content. But anyway, she's an introvert. And she's always saying, okay, put a finger down for the introverts. And I have never thought of myself as an introvert. But when I took her test, I was like, ooh, I'm an introvert. Because I don't
I kind of see
know
because
anybody.
I believe I'm an introvert as well.
So what is your business? You said what is
Oh,
your business?
my actual business to make money is I'm a social media strategist. I have different clients and I do their social media. And this was prior to COVID. That's what I was doing for different companies, different brands. But my passion, of course, is the TV, the media, the interviews, and I really found more of a passion for it during COVID, man. It
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, I get to talk to people.
Yeah.
From home. From home.
From home. From home. Yeah. And you're so lively and so I know that was fun the whole time during the shutdown.
Whole time during the shutdown, I just finished 30 interviews in 30 days, did one a day, just to celebrate the 30 years for the TV show. We just celebrated our 30th year on TV. It was called Urban Expression. It's like a hip hop and R&B. I don't know if you've been in New York. I don't know if you know Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box. He's a legend in New York. So
Yeah.
we had a show just like his, and we just celebrated 30 years. So to celebrate, I was like, I'm gonna do 30 interviews in 30 days. Wore me out, but hey.
Girl, listen, I do one a week and I'm tired. I don't know how you did that.
I'm tired. I'm still recovering. But when it's like women's history, man, how can I stop doing interviews when we have to talk to women? Now we have to talk to the women, and women are the ones that make us all better.
Yeah.
We the ones who hold it down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is it. So that's what I do. But I thank you for asking. I appreciate you. See, you've been doing artist talk, and that's why you asked me that question. You about the only one to ask me a question. So listen, she got into her bag of
I can't do it.
So she said, "I got you, boo. I got you." But I know you are a busy woman, so I won't keep you long. I have with your artist talk, is there one person or somebody that you haven't interviewed that you want to interview still?
Wow. Yes. I got to interview one of my I don't like to call people idols, but if I could, if that's the only thing I could think of, I got to interview one of my idols, Felicia Rashad. And you can see that interview on Art and Spirit on YouTube. So that was amazing. And I really want to interview Denzel. And I want to interview Tyler, which I probably will at some point.
I feel like you're very connected to him. That should be a hey. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, and yeah, just I love Yolanda Adams, so definitely her. And God just, I'm not so much necessarily into the fact that it has to be, big superstars. I also enjoy interviewing people like you who are grinding, who are doing their thing, who working it out, who's shining out here, because I think that's what inspires the other artists, because it's easy to look at the superstars and think, oh, well, I mean, that's Tyler Perry. But when they see someone else that's actually making a living, they're actually working hard and took some risks and they all worked out, then that inspires everybody too. So
I agree 100% with that. So I have two questions that I know I forgot. I can make sure I ask. So okay. Advice. I know everybody. I'm not necessarily an actress or actor, but if it comes my way, I will not say no. So what is some advice you can give? Everybody wants to have that advice to help them get that break or do what they got to do. What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, know what your why is. Why do you want to do it? I find a lot of times people say, I want to be an actor, but they have no reason why. They're just interested in what they think is flash and glitz and glamour. And that is so just a teeny bit of what it is. So once you know what your why is, and then get your training, figure out where you want to go, look into acting schools, look into programs, look into classes, and get some training.
Absolutely.
After that, be led to where to get representation and where to look for jobs and all of that stuff.
I'm gonna say I wanted to plug your school. So with that, you said get classes. You know, you have a school that if anybody ever wanted to, you know, get some acting classes, you have a school right now, right? How do they
Yes.
get to the school?
Yes, but now if we do, it's not really a school as much as it's an acting program.
Okay.
So only the serious-minded actor should consider it. But it's the White Robin Group, and yeah. So hit me up on you can DM me here if you're interested in knowing when our next intensive is. It'll be on Zoom and it'll be in June. So hit me up, drop your email address. I'll keep you posted on when our next acting intensive is. And usually we have to go to the cities. So this is the way the world is now. It's so amazing that we can do a full intensive for the whole country, the world, and we don't have to go anywhere.
Isn't God good?
Ain't it good though? Ain't it good?
He is so good. Listen, you're making me want to take an intensive, and I don't have to figure out my why. Do I want to be? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna figure out my why there. Maybe I want to take an intensive. I feel like your class would be super dope and amazing. So yes, so
I'll be advertising it. I'll be advertising it, so you'll see it. I just followed you, so you'll see it.
Thank you for following. Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Last question. Of course, I am of course, Oprah fan. Philly's Oprah, I call myself. But someone called me that. I didn't actually make up the name. Somebody gave it to me. I won't take credit for it. But Oprah, how often did you get a chance to work with Oprah? Did you actually get to really mix and mingle with her?
Sometimes, yeah. Not a lot, but definitely sometimes she was there at the very beginning. She dropped in a few times when we were filming. She was, definitely at a few of Tyler's gatherings. Yeah, so, I told you I did The Color Purple on Broadway. So Oprah was the producer. So I met her years before from The Color Purple. So yeah, so it was just Jesus that I got to be one of her employees twice.
Wise. That is so. That's right. She was, because I mean, she just told us. I just recently ran across her story when she was talking about how bad it was in her mind that she wanted to do The Color Purple. It was like she made it. She manifested it to make sure she was in The Color Purple. And I guess that's what anybody. If you want it that bad, she said, "I want it," and it came to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a part that you want to do? A part that's in your head, like, I want this part.
It's not written yet.
Oh, I love it.
It's not written yet. I know the type of part, but it's not written yet. There are a lot of parts in theater that, of course, that I want. Some I've wanted for so long I've aged out of them. I used to always want to play Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. Too old for her now. But there are a lot of theater roles that I want to do. But I think the film, television roles that I really feel I'm ready for, they're not written yet.
Because they're waiting for you to write it, right? You about to write it? Okay, you said writer. You said writer, so writer's in there. So that means it's not written because you about to write it. You about to pin it.
Uh-oh.
Pin it.
I'm not a screenwriter though. I'm not a screenwriter, but I just think it's not. It doesn't. It may be in existence, but it hasn't gotten its legs yet.
Got it. I can't wait to see it. You'll get it. Because we know we manifest this thing. And my word for this year is manifesting. Manifesting everything God has for me. So,
Amen. Amen. We receive it. We receive it. And then while we're waiting, we're gonna keep doing the stuff we're doing.
So we're going to do. Yes, yes, definitely.
Mhm.
So thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I like, look, we could probably, I feel like we could probably kiki for a long time, but I know it is nighttime. We probably got all this stuff to do, but I appreciate
We
you. I thank you.
could. So this beautiful young lady reached out on TikTok, and she said, "Do you do interviews?" And I was like, "Sure." So see what happens, right?
See what happens. And it was just like, I had been looking at you for a while, and I was like, I think I can ask. I felt comfortable enough that I was like, I think I can ask. And what's the worst thing you could say is no, darling, or ignore it either way. But you didn't just ignore it. You said it, and you replied in public. And I was just like, is this really happening? Then at one point I was like, am I being catfish? No. I said, was it really? I was like, no, but that was really her. That was really her.
I mean, no, I'm glad you reached out, but I looked, at some of the stuff you were doing, and I was like, oh, definitely, definitely. So
Thank you. Thank you
thank you.
so, so very much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everybody being here. Everybody's loving you right now. Everybody is loving you. Like I said, everybody had questions. I just stuck to one of them, and the rest of them was my questions. I was like, I'm gonna be selfish here today.
That I ain't mad at you. So I'm gonna see you over on TikTok, and yeah, we just gonna stay in touch. I wish you all the best, and all the stuff that you're doing.
Thanks, and all the best to you. Like, I can't wait to see what's next, what you're going to do next, and everybody wants their attention. And I'm going to subscribe on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel, so I'm going to subscribe.
Okay, and tell me what yours is, and I'll subscribe too.
All right, cool beans.
All right.
Thank you so much. You have an awesome evening. And tell your husband, give him a high five. High five for me, because that was dope. And I'm gonna talk to whoever my husband is out there. Put it out there right now. You better come correct like that. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna just pray for your husband.
Because they never forget it. We'll never forget it.
Listen.
Bye, baby. Thank you for everything. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you on TikTok.
See you on TikTok. Thank you so much. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm telling you that made my Women's History Month. That made me know that I'm a dope woman out here doing my thing. So anybody out there, make sure you go check her out. Make sure you follow her on TikTok. Make sure you follow her, subscribe to her YouTube. And also my class is coming up. I have a course coming up teaching creatives, everybody who has a podcast and everything like that, creatives, how to monetize your podcast through course creation. So you can go to creativebosscourseacademy.com, creativebosscourseacademy.com, and you can be one of the ones. And then it is not out yet, but you can go look at it, sign up for my course, because I've been an entrepreneur and I've been in media for well over 20 years, and I found this way to really monetize it, so you can do what you love and make money at it. So go to Creative Boss Course Academy, Creative Boss Course Academy. See all my creative bosses out there. Sign up, do what you gotta do. I'm a super entrepreneur, y'all. So Creative Boss Course Academy, sign up. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me. If you didn't follow me, Shelly Show Williams, check me out. I'm still doing my thing. All right, y'all. Have a great and amazing evening. Don't forget, go to Creative Boss Course Academy. Join my email list, which is text the word MIX to 42828. Text the word MIX to 42828. Join my email list. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Keep watching and keep your X's up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Keep your X's up. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all made me feel so good. I see questions. I never even read the questions down there. Gotta put the glasses on. Look at all the questions. Yes. Thank y'all so much. Who was down here trying to get in? Oh, it was people trying to get in, requesting to join. All right, y'all, have a good evening. Continue to follow me. I know y'all were here for Angela, but I hope you continue to follow me and take my course, creativebosscourseacademy.com. Peace out, y'all. Have a good evening.